What is going on, people of YouTube? My name's Kurtyoy and welcome back to a brand new video in which we discuss my second FPL draft. It's been a long time coming, but I've got a second draft. I'm quite happy with it. I've spent 100 million, so let's go into it. I'm not going to do the squad screen. We're going to go on the transfer screen. So I'm not sure about starting lineup, or if I'm going to, basically saying I'm not sure about the team, which, let's face it, everyone is not sure about their team at this point. But the two goalkeepers I've got, 9 million in total, Fabianski and Foster. They've got a nice rotation pair. I like Swansea. I think Paul Clement improved them at the second half of the season, and I do think they've got a good chance of improving again this season, going back to the Swansea that were sort of almost fighting that top half finish rather than fighting relegation, which is where they should be in my eyes. They're a great club. And Ben Foster, interesting one. People at the moment, used to storm to him at the start, but now people are starting to move elsewhere. I'm sticking with him basically because he's a good rotation pair with Fabianski. I'm gone off the 4.54 million with Foster and Myhill, so I'm keeping those two goalkeepers together because I feel like playing them together could be good. Moving on to the defence, I've got some expensive defenders in there. 6.5 million, Aspilicueta's in there. You also got Trippier, 5.5, Cedric for 5, Francis 4.5, Mustafi for 5. At the moment, for formation I'm going with is 4-4-2 or a 4-3-3, going around there or thereabouts. Aspilicueta immediately makes a team. He got loads of points from the centre back. £6.5 million is not too bad if you consider the fact that last season he ended off at £6.4 million. So, need I say more? You also got Trippier, fantastic right foot, got 5 assists in very little time at the end of last season, so he could be good coming into this season. You also got Mustafi there, a cheap way into the Arsenal defence, bearing in mind people saying maybe he's a bit steep in price. He started last season at the £6 million mark, he's gone down in price. He only played just over 2,000 minutes, I think it's 3,420 in total. So 2 goals and 2 assists, 8 clean sheets. You move those minutes up and you base it on average, you've got about 3 or 4 goals and 3 or 4 assists, as well as a few more clean sheets as well. His points storm up. Carries on that form, could be a really good player to bring in, providing Arsenal play with their new tactic. And we've got Cedric and Francis that at the moment could switch around or could both hit the bench, but Cedric and Francis, Bournemouth and Southampton, a good little rotation pair going in the defence as well, to keep it fresh and make sure I've got those home games, barring of course with Southampton game week 2, game week 32 due to London Stadium. But those two look good, and I quite fancy Francis to either play centre back or push out to right back. He's got a definite spot in this team. He's one of the cheaper Bournemouth defenders, of which I like. On to midfield now. There are some interesting ones here. Some people might have stayed. I'm not quite sure what my first draft was, but interesting to see the changes. I'll do a few more videos of these before my final draft is released, where I won't actually make any changes to it from then. But Kachunga, Ali, Ramsey, Tadic, Carroll had a few comments on the live stream saying midfielders too light, but I struggled to find value. I feel like there's good value in Kachunga for the start of the season at least. Huddersfield have a fantastic start. If you're not willing to go for Kachunga, I would say definitely go Tom Ince. He's looking good. He had started pre-season well. That could be good. Dele Alli's 9.5, my strongest midfielder. Really good value. I expect him to be double figures in 10 or above. It's 9.5, so it's not too bad for Ali, and I feel he will score some really important goals this season. Ramsey at 7 million could be really good playing in the middle, almost like that Fabregas sort of role in the Arsenal formation of the 3-4-3, so could be good value in Aaron Ramsey. Tadic is another one at 6.5, represents good value. Had an okay season last season. If he can improve on that under the management, could be really good. And Tom Carroll at 4.5. They're going to need a new Sigurdsson, put it that way. And I think Tom Carroll has a wonderful left foot. He proved it a few times last season. £4.5 million gets you Tom Carroll 1 goal, 2 assists at 5 clean sheets at the second half of last season. He ended up at £4.1 million, only got up to 4.5. It's an absolute bargain in my eyes. And the attack, Lukaku, Jesus, Firmino, it's upgraded. I've gone and spent big. Kane is out of my team. Lukaku comes in. Jesus comes in for Vokes. I've sort of moved the money about elsewhere. Sanchez, I think, was in my midfield. He's left, but reasoning behind it is that Lukaku and Jesus have good starts, and I feel like they're both going to be starting at least the first couple of games of the season. And Firmino, 8.5, he's an interesting little midfield, little striker, I should say. I feel like Liverpool have got an okay start. They could score goals. I feel like Firmino will be at the forefront of the attack going forward. But that in general is my team. At the moment I'm looking at maybe the switching between the goalkeepers and the centre and the defenders. Sorry, Carroll being my bench, maybe Kachunga on my bench, depending on who has got what. I'm thinking about maybe going a little bit stronger in one attacker and going weaker in either Mustafi or somewhere in midfield, just to try and get more of a first team vibe for it before I maybe use my early wildcard, depending on how good things go. But that happens to be that for my draft video. Let me know what you think of my draft in the comments down below. What do you think of it? Are there any players that I'm missing, or some good shouts that you think, you know what, I'll take that in my team? Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Would you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.